After 2.5 years living in an RV, what I found out was that I was missing something that I had all along right in my backyard. So I gave up a life of relaxation and RVing on the road with traveling and the whole country as my backyard, and trade it for toiling in a small backyard. I couldn't be happier. My wife and I sold everything we owned, our home, all our possessions, most of them anyway, bought an RV, and went out on the road for 2.5 years, where basically the whole outdoors was our backyard, and we had a different location every couple of weeks. Right after I retired, started watching some videos and getting some information, and the full-time RVing lifestyle really appealed to us. Just the thought of taking out and heading out on the open road, it was really romantic and very appealing at the time. Sometimes I look back fondly at our RV adventures. I made a little booklet on Amazon, I think it was, from some of the pictures that were in my phone. We always have them on our phone, but never, hardly ever do this kind of thing anymore. So it's nice once in a while to thumb through. Very little room in an RV to put things, so everything just gets kind of shoved where you can get it. So this was in Arkansas, beautiful area, right on the river. One of my hobbies is I like to paint. I love to oil paint, and being out on the road in an RV is not the easiest place to do that. You have paints that you need room for, you have thinners that you need room for, you need room for canvases and paintbrushes and all of that stuff, and I did bring that stuff with me. You look at electricity a whole different way. Everything you plug in you have to think about, and every light you turn on. Same thing with going to the restroom. Every time you go to the restroom, it fills up that tank a little bit more, and it doesn't empty itself, and that's no fun, particularly when you're sick. And I had to do that. As I've gotten older, also the simple things make me happy now. I don't have to have something going all the time, or excitement, or something new all the time. There's something very grounding and relaxing and calm about having a place that you feel secure in, and that you are happy to just be and sit, and even if you're not doing much. And with all of that travel, all of those different backyards, we really started to miss having one of our own and a home. Living in an RV is a different experience if you've never. Going camping is one thing. Living in an RV full time is a different experience, to say the least. Even when I was on the road, before we got our house, the gardening bug was starting to get in my system. I even started growing some herbs when I found out that we might be getting a home, and we carried them along with us. I brought them. This is in New Mexico. And I was growing some basil and some rosemary, I think. And this might be a small, I'm not sure, I can't remember, it might be a small tomato plant that I was carrying around on the road with us. And every time we had to move, we had to put those in the sink so that they wouldn't fall over. That's the way we carried them everywhere we went. Then I'd put them outside in the places we got to. So I was starting to get the urge, even while we were out on the road. Why'd we give this up? Why'd we give up the RV life? Well, life on the road can be a little more difficult than the videos and the travel magazines show you. It's important as you age, I believe. It's just it's that feeling of security, knowing where you're going to stay that night, knowing you don't have to leave. if you're starting to feel run down or tired or sick. I think the happy medium would be for my wife and I to get a RV, maybe a cheap little one, and just do trips. So we still get that feeling of being out on the road, but have the grounding of our house and our yard. One thing I did do when I decided I wanted to have a garden, starting at 64 years old, I knew I wanted to start with raised beds. I knew that would be the thing that would make my life easier as I aged, and I'm glad I did. A lot of work to initially get them in, but once they're in, you know, it's a piece of cake. It's a way to go. So my wife and I go from living a life of RVing and traveling to settling down in a small town in south central Nebraska with a small house and a fairly small backyard. I was happy with the other lifestyle for a while, and I don't regret it one bit. That's something I'll always be able to look back on. I've had a lot of experiences in my life that I look back on. A lot of things I did that I don't have the same passion for now. I used to be a skier when I was young, and I skied a lot. I lived up in the mountains in Colorado, and I had just graduated from high school, and I became a ski bum. And I basically went up there and skied every day. Basically worked to ski. I worked at a Pizza Hut, and I skied in the morning till about noon or 1. Came back, got ready for work, and worked all evening in Pizza Hut. I was a golfer for a while. Loved to golf. I still do, but not as much as I used to. I was a fisherman. I loved to fish a lot. I've had a lot of passions. I paint. I love to do art. I think that's the spice of life, isn't it? Doing different things, enjoying different things, trying to perfect different things. And gardening now is something I really enjoy. Spring will be here soon. I'll be busy in the garden and getting my hands dirty again. And I look forward to it every year. Guess I really didn't have to travel the whole country to find happiness. It was right here. And that's something, to find happiness in your own backyard. What's your RV story? What did you leave behind to find happiness? Or what would you wish you had left behind to find happiness? Tell me your story. If you have one you want to share, I'd love to read your comments. I'll respond. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you come back. My name's Dennis. Take care.